triple homicide at South Padre Island. SpaceX, we finally got to see a tour we saw behind the walls of Starbase. It's going to be a hot, hot day for the city of Brownsville today. We'll be talking about how we should be expecting some showers this coming weekend. Also, TEA released their guidelines. How will that affect BISD? And more importantly, how will our school board respond to Abbott's continuous statements of not enforcing a mask? All this and more. It is Monday, August the 9th, 7:03 a.m. My name is Frank Olivo, and this is Good Morning Brownsville. Again, it is going to be a hot, hot day. Brownsville is set for 96 degrees. The western part of Hidalgo is in the triple digits. South Padre Island, the Cabrera boys, Captain Guac, and Mr. Jason Saldiva will be experiencing a nice day to be out on the water. South Padre Island is set to be at 88 degrees. Harlingen is set to be at 97, and McAllen is at 99. Again, we should be receiving some showers late in the week. Highs of 97 for lows of 97, highs of 104. We are going to be seeing some showers Friday and Saturday, and 20 and 30% chances. So again, it's going to be a hot week. But what else do we experience here in the great city of Brownsville? School's about to start, so we will be seeing how our students will be going back into the brick and mortars. Unfortunately, we'll be discussing a little bit more about that. Again, Brownsville today is at 92. We'll be having the highs of 95, lows of 81. Should be a warm day for the city of Brownsville. We'd like to recognize the Jordan baseball team. They traveled to Portland, Texas, and they came back undefeated, 4-0. Congratulations to the team, the coaching staff, and more importantly, the parents. They are the ones that are their biggest supporters. It is great for our youth to be able to travel and see what competition there is. It's great for our young boys to experience this. This should make them better athletes. More importantly, they get to see other players from other areas. They learn from different cultures. So it's a great experience for them. Not only would it benefit them in their professional careers, more importantly, it's gonna benefit them in their lives. Good morning, Joe. How's it going? Thank you for tuning in. Hope you have a good Monday. It is going to be a hot day. School's about to start very, very soon. We'll be talking about that. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate you. How's it going, Woody? Good morning. How was your weekend? I did see that you were helping out your parents with the AC, if I'm not mistaken. Good to see you. They're going to need that AC. It's been hot these past couple of days. Good morning, Woody. No coffee for me. Hey, man, you're not gonna get back to Brownsville if you have no coffee. That's the key to get in. Also, guys, the Human Being did open on Saturday. It's now officially open. They had a great response from our community. We have to make it a priority of ours to shop local. The Human Being was a success for its opening day. It received a large crowd. I did go and say hello. I was fortunate enough to try it. Very, very good. I got the snowflake blended. I prefer cold drinks, so that will be my new spot for coffee. If you haven't visited, make sure you do so. They are open from 5 in the morning to 10 p.m. at night. So be sure to check them out. The Human Being, located on Malton Road. How's it going, Manny? Good morning, my brother. School's about to start. I hope you and your family have had a good summer. A good summer. School's right around the corner. It's good to see you on here, man. I really appreciate you, bro. The sound is no bueno. Is no bueno? I'll try to. I'll try to speak up. How about that? I'll try to speak up. I do need to work on getting a mic. I have one. I have a mic, but I'm kind of hesitant to try it out. It's like a disc jockey one, where it's kind of like hanging over me. I can move it around, but I think I'll present it next. I'll present it next show on Wednesday. But if the sound's up, I'm doing like a new little studio thing that I kind of like made adjustments to. So I'll try my best to speak up if you can't hear me very well. Pues está sordo. I'm not sure. It's either one of those. Good morning, Peppermint Patty. How's it going? Nice to see you on here. Wear pants next time you go to the Human Being. I was in shorts. Muscle shirt. It was a hot day. So no, I won't wear pants for the time being. Good morning, Vic. How's it going? Did you run? Have you been running? You and Brandon? When is Brandon set to go back? I think school starts on the 20 something. I know he's at A&M, so hopefully he got a good little break. You got to spend some time with your boy. I believe he's at A&M if I'm not mistaken. Good to see you, my man. Always nice to have you on here. Just how we were speaking about the human being. Let me see. Griselda, how's it? Graciela, I'm sorry, Graciela, how's it going? Good morning. It's going to be a hot day, Graciela, so make sure you stay cool and hydrated this morning. Thank you for stopping by and commenting and saying hello. Thank you for being here with us. Just how we were speaking about the human being, we are supportive of our local businesses. Today, we will be featuring a very personal business. As we all know, dog is man's best friend. And what better way to take care of our pups than making sure that they are well groomed and ready to come back home after they've been playing out in the dirt. It's good to have them with a nice little fade haircut. And we highly support and recommend our friends to take their pups to Alpha Pups Grooming Salon. It's located off the expressway where the bar is, and right next to Dickies. And one thing we want to stress is that we are supportive of local businesses, but more importantly, the reasons why we have selected these past few businesses throughout our shows is because, one, we believe in the product. We have to believe in what they are providing for our community to be beneficial. We believe in the service. They have to have exceptional service. We're not going to recommend our community to go to some establishment if they are not going far and beyond for our community. And more importantly, not only do we believe in the product, not only do we believe in the service, but more importantly, we believe in the entrepreneur. We believe in the local business owner. And Alpha Pups is no different. Again, a dog is a man's best friend. And Alpha Pups does everything possible to make sure that your pup is well taken care of. They have a good track record of faithful clients that have been going each month to make sure that their dog gets groomed. Going through their page and just hearing about the quality of service that is provided for these pups. Again, we are supportive of local businesses, as more importantly that they provide great service, and this is Alpha Pups. They have reasonable prices. Again, everything I hear from my friends and family is that it's a standout business, that they keep on going to Alpha Pups because of their great service and because of the quality of work that they provide. So again, it doesn't matter whether it's Hurricane Hana, that your pup has been has the greñas. Go to Alpha Pups. They are open 7:30 in the morning to 7 p.m. at night. They're even open on Sundays. Uh, there is no appointment necessary. Make sure you call them at 956-561-4110. Again, they are located off the expressway, next in between the bar and Dickey's store. So we highly recommend our friends and family to stop by, show support, show some love. And again, a dog is a man's best friend, and you need to make sure that they are in great care. And Alpha Pups, Alpha Pups is the place to leave your pup. I believe they also do like a little hotel in case you're going out for the weekends. They'll house your pups there for you. Again, reasonable prices, great service. The employees there just they have so much love for these animals, and it shows in the quality of work. So again, stop by with their friends at Alpha Pups. They are located off the expressway. Make sure and call them. No appointment necessary. Again, you will be satisfied. Good morning, Commissioner. How's it going? Jacob Howell, Mercedes City Commissioner. Thank you, sir, for stopping by. You're doing great things for the city of Mercedes. It's nice to see how an individual is putting his heart and soul into something that he loves. And it's great to see what you're doing, you and your fellow colleagues on the city commission there in Mercedes. Let's meet up. It's been a long time. I know you're very busy with work. School's about to start, Coach. The Mercedes football team, I believe they won district. They went far into the playoffs, and you guys are trying to maintain that success and the program at Mercedes. I really appreciate you for stopping by, Commissioner Howell. Again, we need to catch up. It's been a while, but appreciate you, my man. Thank you for stopping by, Commissioner. Can 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 we play pretend? It caught my attention how NASA is calling on normies to live out simulated Mars life. Now, again, here at SpaceX, it is our mission to make sure that we have rockets launched from Brownsville to Mars. Well, NASA is looking for individuals to pretend they are at Mars. We have always heard about situations where either NASA or some organization does some sort of study. I've heard of some that can you be asleep for a whole year and we'll pay you? Like, yeah, I can. My friends and I got talking here. Can we envision ourselves at Mars? Barron says, "Hey, sign me up. Hey, man, sign me up too, Barron." Uh, Also, congratulations, Barron. You are in a hockey league, a rollerblade league, and the Toros, if I'm not mistaken, the Bulls is it the Bulls or the Toros? Congratulations on winning the championship. I believe this was your first season out there with them. Where exactly in the RGV are they located? I think that's pretty cool. We don't hear of hockey down here, so to have a little league like that, I think it's awesome. So congratulations, man. Well deserved. I know you have openly discussed about your passion for hockey. That's something that we don't hear down here too often, but it's good to see that somebody here from Brownsville is a part of a team that won the hardware, that won the championship. So congratulations, Baron. Um, Pleasure to have you, man. It's always good to see you on here. Good morning. Good morning, Aurora. How's it going? School's about to start next week. Hope you had a good little break and you're ready to get into things. But NASA is looking for help. They want to have someone spend a year pretending that they are isolated in Mars. And this is pretty funny, you know. Can you pretend? Would you be able to do so? I can do it. Heck, I can. I dream all day. I'm a dreamer. I can pretend. Sign me up. How much will I get paid? Um, Again, these studies will be used to hopefully assist the astronauts. And again, they will be put into some sort of simulation. They will give them scenarios, I think, of, and we can just imagine you have no water, you have no food, or there's extraterrestrials out there, and how would you feel and things like that. But again, they are starting the process of studying this people's encounters on Mars. So, can you pretend that you're on Mars? Aurora says yes for this week. Teachers have been going back this week, and the kids will be starting on the 17th, if I'm not mistaken. Thank you so much. Hola, buenos días, mijito. Buenos días, bendiciones, bendiciones, María. Gracias por estar aquí. Audio issues, mijito. I'm having audio issues. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it is. I'll try to scream. I'll get close to my. I'll get close to my mic. Like I did say, I do have a little setup here, a different little setup. So I'm trying to scream into the mic. I apologize for audio issues. I am experimenting with a new little setup at the studio. I do apologize. I do apologize for that. Rookie mistake. Well, Brownsville is the place. Brownsville to Mars. And I always wondered, what is it like behind the walls of Starbase? We have seen previously how individuals could park on the road. It's a public street, and this past week when they set up the orbital launch, individuals were there. The Starship was mounted on the launch pad, and it had, I'm not sure if they're interns, but they're mainly from the community, and individuals who have been monitoring and who are constantly there at Starbase monitoring the movements of the trucks, of the Raptor engines coming in and out. Well, we finally got a sneak peek into the walls of Starbase. Elon Musk allowed a YouTuber that goes by the name of Astronauts Every Day, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is. Everyday Astronaut. That is the name of the YouTube link. Everyday Astronaut. I encourage the community to follow this. This individual is very active on Twitter, and we finally got a little firsthand look into Starbase. And I've always been very curious. I've always been very curious as to what goes on in behind those walls. Well, now we have a little glimpse of what's out there. And again, this Everyday Astronaut does give an interview to Elon Musk, and he describes how the progress that Starbase has had, and it's it's very, very interesting. You have him giving us a tour of Starbase, of the engines, of what to expect. And again, I encourage my friends and family to go to YouTube. There's two parts. There's two parts to this. So I encourage my friends and family to stop by and check it out. It is good to see behind the walls of Starbase, and more than anything, it's Elon Musk who's giving us the tour and explaining the ideas of his ideas of Starbase, and where he sees it in the future. So again, this is in our backyard, ladies and gentlemen. This is something that we should be very proud of. SpaceX means a lot to the city of Brownsville because it is something that could potentially allow us to see that economic boom that our city is in desperate need of. Here we have the second richest man who has done everything possible to set up shop here in Brownsville and make Brownsville the launch site to Mars. That is his goal. Hopefully by 2025, we'll start seeing commercial testing to Mars. He wants to colonize Mars, and hopefully in 2025, he will be able to land a rocket on there. But in this video, that again, go to YouTube, go to Starbase Tour. It has two parts, and they're both an hour and a half long. So again, it was great video, great insight into what's behind the walls at Starbase. We got to see the Raptor engines that were out there. Also, the Starship, that was placed on the orbital launch. And again, we don't know the significance the importance of this great achievement. Guys, we are on the cusp. We are on the brink of going to space from our backyard. I think that's awesome. Um, Also, if you are on Twitter, make sure you follow Austin Bernard. Austin Bernard is an individual that is constantly, constantly out there on at Starbase. He is always monitoring and keeping us updated on everything that's going on at Starbase. Here we have the Starship being mounted on the orbital launch on Friday, as we previously spoke about. Starbase had a deadline for Thursday. Due to winds, they weren't able to mount the spaceship as we're seeing here on the screen. They weren't able to mount it because of strong winds. Well, this took place on Friday, and you could just imagine, what a great accomplishment. It seems like little by little, we will be getting there. Again, SpaceX means to me opportunity. Opportunity not just for the city of Brownsville, but for mankind. Uh, Again, it is up for debate. Do we want to focus on space, or should we focus on addressing the needs here in our Earth, in preserving our Earth, taking care of Mother Earth, assisting the homeless, focusing on world hunger? While I do agree that these issues are very important for us to deal with here on Earth, we have to look at the future. We have seen how Richard Branson, uh, Jeff Bezos, and our very own Papi Elon Musk have done everything possible to make space exploration or commercial flights to space a possibility, and that is what SpaceX is promising, which is awesome. We got this is our background for today, which is individuals hanging out under on the orbital launch right before the Starship is being mounted. Those individuals here are engineers, but that's just awesome. These guys are there. In a couple years, this will be the place where we go to Mars. So again, this is something that um, is great for the city of Brownsville. It's very promising. We have seen how this has changed the Rio Grande Valley. It's changing Brownsville. It's already changing our appraisal values. The island right now is very, very expensive, but because we have people coming from California, there is what's the word? Gentrification. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. um, but I feel that SpaceX is a good thing for our local area. Um, and this is something that is great for mankind. Uh, Maybe in 100 years we will colonize Mars one day. Good morning, Miss Munoz. How's it going? Hope you had a good weekend. Thank you for stopping by. Rodriguez, how's it going? Buenos dias, Olivo. Good morning. Buenos dias. Let me know, guys, if I'm having audio issues. I was kind of away because I was trying to do a little new setup thing, but I'm up close. I'm still working on some minor details here in the studio. Also, with school set to go back, we did hear from TEA and their new guidelines for this upcoming school year. Now, TEA will not be requiring schools to have to inform parents of positive cases. We saw how the city of Brownsville was sending out memos, press releases this past summer of how positive cases came up at Stell, at Hannah, at Canales during summer school. Well, now, according to TEA, they will not be obligated to do so. Also, the schools will not have to do contact tracing. And if a school does contact tracing, the parents can still send a child to school, even though they're still doing their investigation. If there's a close contact with an infected child on campus, and this seems from left field. Like, we have seen how the world is dealing with the pandemic. Here, more importantly, for the city of Brownsville, we saw how the city released their threat metric matrix, which we are in the orange, which is significant, which is cause for concern. We have seen, and again, this is not just BISD. BISD is not the only school district. I want to make that clear. That is going back to face to face. We have seen how San Benito, Los Fresnos is also doing it here in our local area. Harlingen is also going face to face, and they're not really focusing um, on distant learning. But we have seen how other school districts will be challenging this mandate and will be challenging Governor Abbott. Austin ISD, they will be informing the parents if there is a positive case. Austin ISD will be conducting contact tracing, and this is something that is for the better well-being of our community, because as we have seen throughout these past couple weeks, how the Delta variant is very contagious, and this is a new mutant variant that the medical professionals are still trying to understand. We saw how the COVID-19 affected individuals with underlying conditions, mainly elderly, our elderly population. Well, now we are seeing how the Delta variant is targeting children and is very, very contagious. And it kind of seems like an oxymoron how TEA for the state of Texas, Texas Education Agency, with all this going on, is stating this, that there's no need to do contact tracing, that there's no need for the schools to report. I do believe that BISD will be doing so. They will be continuing with informing the parents. I think is very important for for the parents to know. And again, one thing that we do want to stress is that we hope that our school district allows our community to wear masks, do the option to wear masks, and also distant learning. We have also seen how Dallas ISD, their superintendent said that it will explore distant learning options. Again, they benefited greatly from their experience last year, and they will be focusing and encouraging distant learning. Also, Manor ISD, they will be informing the parents as well. They will be conducting contact tracing. It's just a different world. It's just a different world that we live in. Austin ISD, how we previously spoken, they will be having a school board meeting for Monday to talk about the COVID-19 protocol, safety and protocols. Also, Houston ISD. Houston ISD has stated that they will be challenging Governor Abbott's orders, and they will bring a mask mandate for board approval this coming week. We have heard from BISD how their issue has been money, and again, we understand how finances work. Um, we understand that, but again, we're dealing with something that is very serious. It's something that we're still dealing with for the past year and a half. Good morning, Hilda. How's it going? Happy belated birthday. Hope you had a good weekend with your friends and family. Nice to see you on here. So we have seen how the school district um, will be Austin ISD and Houston ISD will be meeting this coming week, and also, we encourage BISD. Uh, and again, it's nothing personal. I'm not throwing this out there because of, you know, we all want what is best for Brownsville, and I can guarantee that the school board members have that same sentiment. Uh, they are aware of what's going on in our local area. I hope that they would do a little bit more to assure the community that they are all about the safety and well-being of our students, of our employees, and of our community. We have previously spoken how, I growing up, I was raised by my grandparents. My grandparents would pick me up from school. As many BISD students experience this same thing today. Our issue is that if our students are getting this very contagious Delta variant virus, that they will be transmitting it to the adults, to our elderly who have underlying conditions. Um, So we plead with our board members to do a little bit more, to let us know that they're fighting for us. Again, they are in ahead of our school, which has our most precious cargo, our children, our employees. Um, I know that they mean well. I just hope that they would demonstrate it a little bit more. Uh, let's make Dr. Rene Gutierrez a little bit more aware that, hey, this is a very serious matter, and we should give parents the option for for distant learning. Again, we understand how many parents are glad that school is going back, whether it's for that they don't have nobody to watch their child, or their child didn't really progress. They regressed during distant learning. We understand that many students benefit from face-to-face instruction. Uh, we're supportive of that, but at the same time, we do have parents that are worried. We do have parents that wish that they would have the option for going distant learning. And again, it's all about finances. I understand that, but we had the same issue last year when the school district was saying, "Oh no, we have to do face-to-face because if not, we do distant learning. We will not be receiving funds from the federal government." We saw how they received $185 million from the federal government doing distant learning. This is a situation on life and death. It is important for our school members to do a little bit more, and I wish that we would go against Governor Abbott's mandates, that we would encourage masks, that we would encourage and give the option for parents moving forward to continue with distant learning. Again, we are dealing with something very, very new for this past couple years. And look at this picture. Can't wait to see y'all back to school picture of the year. Again, it looks like a little astronaut. But again, that is our reality that we're dealing with in the city of Brownsville. And now for our main story. We got word late Saturday of a horrific incident that happened at the island. Um, Very, very tragic news. There was a triple homicide at one of the condominiums there on the island. Three females were were killed. Um, Good morning, Raymond. How's it going? Thank you for tuning in on YouTube, my man. I really appreciate you, man. Nice hanging out with your family. It was a beautiful, beautiful event. Uh, Wish you and your family much success. God bless, Raymond. Thank you for tuning in on YouTube. Like the page, Raymond. Like the YouTube page. I know you will. Thanks for tuning in, my man. Again, we got word to some horrific news on Saturday night, and when it happened, my friends were messaging me, "Hey, did you hear about this?" I was like, "No, I'm on the island. What's going on?" They're like, "Dude, you're andas en todo. ¿Cómo que no has oído esto?" But it was very scary. Again, we the last time I heard of something like this happening was with Amit Livingston, where they found the female body out in one of the sand dunes. That is the last time I could remember. And look, crime happens anywhere. Just because it's the island doesn't mean that everything's peachy keen. Um, no, but the last time I heard of a body being discovered, to the best of my recollection, was the female tied to Amit Livingston. Well, we had a triple homicide here. Three female. This was a family from Houston. It was a 60 something year old and two 40-year olds that were killed, all females. They were killed by a 23-year-old male. My friends who are in the know state that this was a domestic violence, that there was some sort of confrontation with the suegra. One thing led to another. This individual shot and killed his suegra. There was some commotion going on, and he ended up killing two other females there at the Sun Chase condominium. The scary part was that he fled. He fled the scene. And then he contacted the police and said, "Hey, you know what? I'm here. I'm here at PI. Come pick me up." The individual, his name has not been released, is currently jailed at South Padre Island. He will be arraigned today, if I'm not mistaken. We will be providing further details once they become available. But again, domestic violence is very real. Unfortunately, many individuals don't know when to ask for help, um, and it is a very tough situation because many times it happens with a loved one. And as we all know, oh, I love him, and you know, um, many people accept that as the norm, and it's not the norm. It is not normal for uh, an individual to be abusive, whether it's physically, uh, verbally, or emotionally. It's not normal. Domestic violence is very real. During the pandemic, as we all know, many people suffered from domestic violence because remember, we were all housed together for months, and we saw how individuals did drugs, did depended on alcohol to try and cope with everything that's going on in the world. And what did we see? We saw an increase in domestic violence this past year and a half. And again, this is something that many individuals unfortunately go through. But we do want to encourage our friends and family to seek help. There are many services available in our local area in the city of Brownsville in which we can seek help. Sometimes we are not as strong as we think. We say, "Oh no, I love him, I love her, I don't need help," or "I'm scared to ask for help." We don't know the circumstances behind this triple homicide. Again, we are still waiting for the details. But it being a domestic violence incident, we can just imagine this wasn't the first time that a situation happened with this family. It's not normal for an individual the first time they argue to use a gun and kill three people. This is probably something that was building up. This is probably something that the family already experienced. Maybe that individual was harmful towards his suegra, or maybe he was harmful towards his wife or his girlfriend, and the family just possibly didn't do anything about it. Maybe they didn't know that there is assistance out there, and it is very important for us to make others aware that there is help, that you are not fighting alone, and we have to address these issues because they're very, very serious, and we need to stop situations like this triple homicide from happening. We need to seek counseling. We need to seek help. We can't do it on our own. Again, it is a very delicate situation because we do not want individuals to question our family and say, "Ah, mira, los locos," or "Oh, the dysfunctional family." I'd rather have a dysfunctional family that is working towards a common goal of seeking that help, and asking for assistance in coping with life, with COVID, with having an abusive relationship. There are ways, ladies. There are ways, men and women. There are services out there for us to attend to. The Tip of Texas Outreach Program is a great program here that services the Rio Grande Valley, that services the city of Brownsville. A great organization that helps out families in need, families who are going through some hardships. They provide counseling. Sometimes they provide females and families with assisted living. They find places for them to be housed when circumstances such as domestic violence occurs in the family. So again, you're not fighting alone. Talk about your problems. If you are in an abusive relationship, get out. Love is not abusive. You know, again, it's that analogy of that child and that parent. If that father says, "I love you, Dad," but that father is abusive, if that father does not provide money for the child to live, if he does not provide food, if he does not provide shelter, but he tells him, "I love you, child. I love you, son." I was going to say, "You don't love me." Well, that's the same thing with any marital relationship or any relationship between a man and a woman. If a man says, "I love you," but they hit you, that's not love. Again, there are these services, the Tip of Texas Outreach, also Friendship with Women, a great organization that helps these women leave these abusive relationships, and they help them start a new life as much as they can. They provide clothes, they provide toiletries. They provide sometimes shelter. They provide commute. They help them commute because many times, as we all know, um, it, whether it's female or male, they don't leave their spouse because of money. They say, "I can't make it alone. I need him. I need her because if not, I have nowhere to go." And unfortunately, these individuals they stay in that abusive relationship. And what ends up happening? A triple homicide at South Padre Island. Again, we are just speculating. We don't know the details in regards to this incident, this horrific incident. But I will bet my bottom dollar that this wasn't a first time thing. Um, this was probably a common occurrence where threats were possibly made before, um, and this man just took it too far, and he killed his suegra, and he killed two other females while they were on vacation. Again, this is a family from Houston visiting down South Padre Island, which is a very tragic story. Again, ask for help. The Friendship of Women is a great organization that assists women, that empowers women, that let them know, hey, you don't need him. We can help you. We can help your family, your children. Don't go back to that abusive relationship. And that's the same message that we are giving to our community. If you know somebody that is in one of these type of situations, let them know that there is help, that they are not fighting alone, that there are services available for them and their families to be able to leave that abusive relationship. Again, we do not know the details of what exactly happened at South Padre Island, but again, I'll bet my bottom dollar that this was not a first time occurrence uh, between this family. There was a 6 year old, according to sources, there was a 6 year old that life was spared. So, again, uh, children being without a father, being without a mother, being without a grandma. Uh, Life is too beautiful, life is too precious. Let's work on assisting others. Many times they don't know that services are available. They think that, oh my God, this is my world and I have to deal with it. No, it's not. There is help. Um, I encourage my friends and family to do so. Maria says, thank you for sharing exactly what happens due to fear. I agree, Maria. Women say, ah, es porque yo lo amo, yo lo quiero. No tengo para dónde irme. Mis hijos, ¿quién me va a mantener? As we all know, in typical families, uh, we do see here how the male is the breadwinner, and the female, in some instances, the female is a stay-at-home mom, and the responsibility for the woman is I would say more important than the men because the women they have to they have to raise the children. They have to make sure that the house is clean. They have to cook, provide nutritional food for the family. So the female have a very big responsibility. And many times, how Maria says, the females don't leave because of fear, because they say, "Hey, I don't know where to go. I have no ways of raising a family alone." I encourage my friends and family, if you know of somebody that is going through this, let them know that there is help, that there is no need for them to fight alone. The Tip of Texas Family Outreach Program is a great way for us to provide help, and also one that I'm very familiar with and very fond of. Um, I, uh, I stopped by one time. I believe when I was part of Leadership Brownsville, we need to go to different organizations, and I got a little bit more uh, insight into their operations. And again, great service that not a lot of people know that we have available for the city of Brownsville. Good morning, Cindy. Good morning, Brownsville. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate you. Hope you're doing well. Have a happy Monday. Thank you for tuning in. Buenos dias. How's it going? Thank you for tuning in. How's your baby? Congratulations, beautiful baby. Hope you have a good Monday. My time is up, guys. Again, go to YouTube if you want to see behind the walls of Starbase. There are two parts, which are has a lot of content over 2 hours. We can see Starbase, and we have Elon Musk as our tour guide, our very own Elon Musk as well. There's Friendship of Women as well to help with family violence. Yes, ma'am. Yes, we did speak about that. We did state how the Tip of Texas Family Outreach Program does that. Also, Friendship of Women. Friendship of Women, you are correct. They do focus on domestic violence of abusive relationships, and they do encourage women. They do empower women to seek help, to leave that life behind. So yes, I agree, and thank you for bringing it up. There's Friendship of Women that helps with uh, family violence, with domestic issues here in our city. Um, Again, TEA released the guidelines. How do the parents feel regarding the stance that the school no longer needs to advise the parents of positive cases? There is no need for contact tracing. We encourage our board members to make masks, to encourage the use of masks. I think that's very important. We have over 5 million students going back into the brick and mortar schools for the state of Texas. The Delta variant is very contagious, especially for our youth. We would like to see our board members shake things up, go up against the governor. Hey, we're dealing with the livelihood of our most precious cargo, our young students and our employees. We need to do a little bit more. If Governor Abbott threatens us, hey man, what price can we put on the life of a student? What price can we put for the life of an employee? We've already seen employees succumb to the virus. We've already seen a Porter student this past year succumb to the COVID-19 virus. Uh, I encourage our board members to do so. And it is nothing to be ashamed of. They do decide to speak up. You're absolutely correct. There's nothing to be scared of. There's nothing to be ashamed of. We all have issues. We all have issues. Some a little bit more severe than others. Again, we are dealing with life and death situations. The individual that does this domestic violence, it starts little by little until they start beating, until they start killing. Um, Again, there is help out there for our families who are experiencing this, and we want y'all to know that you are not fighting alone, and that there are services available um, for us to use, especially if we are experiencing these unfortunate situations. Um, Once again, thank you for tuning in, guys. I really appreciate y'all. Happy Monday. It's going to be a hot day. As we all know, we should be having a little bit of rain on Friday and Saturday. So have a great start to your week. Hope you have a great day. And once again, thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate each and every one of y'all. I know it's not normal for somebody to come on at seven in the morning, but I'm trying to do something different here. Something different, and it's very special whenever you guys wake up with me. Even if it's for a few minutes, comment and follow the page. It means a lot to me. I'll be on here as much as y'all let me. It's very personal to me when you guys get dressed, drive to work, and listen to me on the tube. I think that's pretty cool. Thanks so much for your time. Once again, have a happy Monday. A great start to your week.